But, all right, give me the first slide in the game because, again, is my clicker just not on? Is that what that is? Beep. All right. So it's very simple. What's that number? It's an ABC game. So, like, if you think it's A, you face forward. If you think it's B, face backwards. And it's C, face any way sideways. Does it make sense? So you'll have to stand up for this one. This is for a, or if you want, actually for this one, yes, you can stand up. There's no or on that part. Yes, you have to stand up to do that one. I not only have a Turkey Hill gift card, but I think I have a half a gallon of like Turkey Hill iced coffee back there. So I'll give you that too, just because you guys seem like you need something to wake up to. You can't have it till afterwards because I don't want to do that to your small group leader. So give me the first slide. It's very simple. They'll ask you an ABCD question, or ABC question. So, are there 8,000 feathers on a turkey, volunteers in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, or footballs needed for Thanksgiving Day football games? If you think it's A, stay facing forward. If you think it's B, just go ahead and turn around. And C, any sideways you want to stand. Just don't breathe in your friend's ears awkwardly. So if you think it's A, face me. If you think it's that's how many feathers are on a turkey. If you think B, it's volunteers in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, face the back wall. And C is football's needed for the Thanksgiving Day game. We will go ahead and give you the answer. It is B, so if you were facing backwards, please stay standing. All right, some of you guys really want Turkey Hill gift cards and Turkey Hill coffee. It's caramel, I think. I think it's like caramel. Sorry, they didn't have anything up but like caramel. So give me the next one. Did my clicker work or did you push that? Yes. All right, so 53. The next number is 53. Pilgrims at the very first Thanksgiving. Heaviest turkey on record in pounds, or average number of dinner rolls served per meal. A is towards me, B is behind, face backwards, and C anyway sideways. You have a question? I'll let you back in. Go ahead. But if you cheat again, a cat will die somewhere. I'm just kidding. I don't know. It probably will. But here we go. There you go. Have a seat. Have a seat if you thought there was 53 pilgrims at the very first Thanksgiving. All right, next one. It's weird because in the back screen you don't see the top line, so I have to turn around. 50 mil. 50 mil people watching football on TV, pumpkin pies eaten, or dollars spent on Thanksgiving Day food. 50 million. Was it dollars spent on Thanksgiving food, pumpkin pies eaten, or people watching football on the telly? All right, so what do we got? Everybody decided? Everybody's going to go for like the same thing. Nobody's going for okay, we got one going for the win in the back. Oh, no, all right. Wait, we have one going C. So one doing C. Sorry about that. You're C? All right. Okay. So technically everybody's out, which means, no, the ones that were just in stays in because everybody got out. Like nobody actually won. And I need a winner unless I use my own gift cards, which is just, there's some ethical things that 2.65. Oh, sorry. Whoops. All right, give me the next one. I think I keep clicking against you. 8. 8. Average miles traveled to be with family on Thanksgiving. Average minutes Black Friday shopping online. Percentage of Americans who eat turkey. A, B, C. Either side is C, because we don't have a D to kind of like offset it. So, all right, so he's going to go B with the average minutes. All right. I will click. There you go. All right, still in it. All right, I will click the next one. 19 million. $19 million in damages from home cooking fires, turkeys served for Thanksgiving Day meal, or Americans who celebrate in other countries. Americans who serve in other countries, turkeys served for Thanksgiving Day meal, dollars in damage from home cooking fires, 19 million. All right. Now I got 2 A's, a bunch of B's. Any C's? You're a C? All right, here we go. He's going for a win. It is A. $19 million in damages because people can't cook turkey. These are those guys, you've seen the YouTube videos where they're like, oh, turkey fryer with a frozen turkey. Okay, so some of you guys have seen those YouTube videos. Oh, I have 86. I keep going. Where's the, it's not back there. Minutes the average Thanksgiving dinner lasts. Pounds for the heaviest turkey on record. Dollars the average Thanksgiving meal cost. All right, she's going C and he's going A. No, what are you going? Oh, so they're going same answer. 86 pounds for the record turkey. So you guys are still in it. I think I got a couple more. Yeah, that is a fat turkey. That's like a dog. Like, that's a black lab right there. All right. 150,000 cost of the most expensive Thanksgiving meal on record. Thanksgiving Day calls to the Butterball Turkey Hotline. Dollars spent per minute online for Black Friday shopping. Penny Joe is saying C. If you follow her, you don't win. You got to, like, take a chance. If you do everything she does, I keep the gift card and spend it on turkey stuff. Oh, he's going to go B. All right. He says B. All right. And again, they're both wrong. $150K on a Thanksgiving Day meal. I don't know what they eat in there, but... All right, we're going to get a winner. We got 2 left. Oh, 1 left. I'm not sure how that happened. All right. 46 million. 46. The total hours spent cooking for Thanksgiving. Turkeys served for Thanksgiving dinner. Miles traveled by air the day before Thanksgiving. Turkeys served, hours spent, or miles traveled. So she's going C. All right, so you're both going B? All right, she's going to go C. It is B. So here, Andrew, I'll give you this one, and you can have the coffee, because I think you probably need the coffee, don't you? All right, welcome to everybody on YouTube. Remember, if you can't be here on Sunday morning, we stream live to YouTube. Our YouTube channel is OcYth. There's a couple of them that have suddenly popped up. Stealing our thunder. It's the one with the black background and kind of like the neon letters that says OcYth. So check us out. If you can't be here, OcYth, we live stream, and you can go back and watch our old live streams to catch up on the messages if you can't be here. And with that, I will have the praise and... Hold on, do we have more? We got to finish them up? All right. Let's see if... That was it? Oh, winner on the last one. All right, so I'll have the praise and worship team come on forth. Yeah, oh, clap. They love you, Sean and Abigail and John. Yes, we are.
There we go. All right, let's stand together and worship this morning. Sorry, some technical difficulties. If this whole thing just like cuts out of nowhere. We'll just keep going because there's a chance it will. But anyway, it's good to be back together today, guys. Let's worship this morning. See if it crashes and burns. There we go. right, guys. Again, some technical difficulties. Thanks for hanging in there with us. This is worship this morning. When all I see is the battle, you see my victory. When all I see is the mountain, you see the mountain move. And as I walk through the shadow, your love surrounds me. There's nothing to fear, for I am safe with you. So when I fight on my knees, with my hands lifted high. Oh God, the battle belongs to you, and every fear I lay at your feet. I sing through the night. Oh God, the battle belongs to you. When you are for me, who can be against me? For Jesus, there's nothing impossible for you. When all I see are the ashes, you see the beauty. When all I see is a cross, God, you see the empty tomb. So when I fight on my knees, with my hands lifted high. Oh God, the battle belongs to you. Every fear I lay at your feet. I sing through the night. Oh God, the battle belongs to you. An almighty fortress, you go before us. Nothing can stand against the power of our God. You shine in the shadows, you win every battle. Nothing can stand against the power of our God. In almighty fortress, you go before us. Nothing can stand against the power of our God. You shine in the shadows, you win every battle. Nothing can stand against the power of our God. In almighty fortress, you go before us. Nothing can stand against the power of our God. You win every battle, win every battle. Nothing can stand against the power of our God. So when I fight on my knees, with my hands lifted high. Oh God, the battle belongs to you. When I fear, I lay at your feet, and I sing through the night. Oh God, the battle belongs to you. Oh God, the battle belongs to you. Let's sing that chorus again. So when I fight, I'll fight on my knees, with my hands lifted high. Oh God, the battle belongs to you, and every fear I lay at your feet, and I'll sing through the night. Oh God, the that belongs to you. Heavenly Father, thank you so much for the chance to worship you this morning. Thank you for not caring what the sound system sounds like or that the words aren't working or whatever the heck is happening. God, we're just here to worship you. And God, we're just so glad that whatever we're facing, we know that we can just give it all to you and we can put our hands in the air and just say, God, take this. And God, you're there for us. So thank you for that reminder this morning. In your name we pray. Amen.
That was great. I agree with you, Bodie. That was amazing. Woo! Just drink a little bit from my Penn State cup that I just got. It says tears on it. I'm slurping little Penn State tears right now. Oh, I won't put that. I won't make you guys look at that the whole time. I'm sorry. I had to, but. All right. Good morning. All right. So give me my first slide. Can you do that? Okay, bye. All right, so it had to happen. We started this sermon series called It Had to Happen a couple weeks back. I started actually online on YouTube when we were away from each other, but now we are back together. And last week I started talking, I recapped a little bit, and I talked about chess. And most of you guys were like, I have no clue what chess is. I know checkers, but I don't know chess. Did anybody go home and actually look up chess and watch one of those chess matches where they're like slapping the little timer thing? Some of you guys said you actually watched it. It gets intense. It gets a little crazy with chess. And they know the rules, they know strategies, and so they know how to win the game of chess based on multiple strategies. And so last week I talked a little bit about how God has a strategy for our life. He has a plan for our life, and unfortunately sometimes we like to play the game of chess where we dink and dunk around, and we take control of our own life, and we're like, oh, that seems like a good move, when in fact the devil's strategy wanted us to make that move. But instead, we hope that you guys start to see that God is moving in your life, and he's doing things with your life. And in doing things with your life, we have to submit to him and let him move the pieces. Even though sometimes it seems a little bit awkward, it seems a little bit weird. We might have to do something that's outside of our comfort zone. But in the end, if we allow God to move our pieces, if we allow God to move our lives, yes, we're going to be uncomfortable, but ultimately God's going to move you where he designed you to be in our lives. He has a plan. He numbered the hairs on your head. He made you the way that you are. And so a lot of people go, well, you know, that might have been back in the biblical times, but how do I know that that's the right way to go? Well, first and foremost, there's a quick litmus test. Anybody know what a litmus test is? Like you do a test, and if it comes out a certain way, you go, okay, that's the answer. Maybe a blood test. If you have a blood test done, they get the results back. A litmus test is something that you know you're going to get the same answer over and over again if you do it this way. So the litmus test is this. Are you honoring God? I guarantee you it is not of God. That move in life is not of God. If you can look at Bible, and my hope is you guys are actually in the Bible every day, every week, and because that's how God talks to you in prayer and are studying in the Word. You go, I don't know why God's not listening to me. I go to church on Sunday and watch YouTube. Well, you got to spend time with him in the Bible. The way he's going to talk to you is the way any other friend would talk to you. I've said it before, how good of a friend would you be if you didn't spend any time with that friend? Well, eventually you're going to find other friends, or they'll find other friends. You have to spend time with God for him to start revealing these moves and what he's doing in your life. So this week I want to talk about a fun topic because for a while I thought I was one of these. Outcast or loser. And so, some of you already like raised your hand. You're like, right here. Or you at least know one that you're like, oh man, totally a drag, outcast, they're weird, they're different, they're something like that. The outcasts and the losers, the ones that are not supposed to do anything. And you go, why can God, and that's what I want to talk about today. I'm nobody. I'm a youth pastor I'll use myself as an example. I won't use Izzy this week. Sorry, bud. He's always on the front row, so he's the first one I look at. I'll use myself. I'm just a youth pastor at Otterbein Church in the middle of nowhere, Pennsylvania, Waynesboro. Yes, we're super cool, but nobody knows that. We live in the middle of nowhere. I'm not a big celebrity or YouTube star. I don't have millions of followers. Why do I think God can use me? How often do we think that? I'm not anybody big. God can't use me. I used to think that all the time. When I was younger, I'm like, I'm never going to be anything big, or people have told me who I am. I don't know, maybe some of you guys have actually had somebody tell you who you can't be and who you are not and who you're going to be, and you have to do this because that's all you're good at. And maybe we've thought that we're one of these. We're outcasts, or we're losers, or that we don't have value. The world tells us that. As we talked about last week, the world sometimes influences us. But let me give you some examples from the Bible. Some you've heard, some maybe you haven't heard. It's very interesting, David and Goliath. Everybody uses David and Goliath as like the big nobody that comes in and does anything. What I want you to understand before we get into each one of these stories is the fact that these losers, the reason why they did something amazing is because they either had a big faith in God, and they said, I understand who God is, and I'm going to listen to him and let him move my pieces. If he tells me to go, I'm going to go. There's a ton more. This was the off the top of my head list of people. So I went like David and Goliath. That's the big one. Everybody knows it. Like, even if you've never been to church, for some reason, sports analogies always use David and Goliath. They're, this is the underdog, the team that's going to lose. I mean, Penn State fans, you guys know what I'm talking about right now. You're suddenly David against a lot of Goliaths. So I had to. You guys are 0-60. I know. They're like, I'm not coming back anymore, stupid Ohio State fan. David and Goliath is one of those stories of the small guy being, but if you look at the story of David throughout, David was always faithful to God, and God moved his pieces, and he trusted God to do amazing things, even in the face of immense, you should have gotten your butt kicked on a regular basis. He had a king that tried to kill him multiple times. He had Goliath that said he was going to smush him like a bug. Like, David was constantly going up. He was constantly at war, but he always trusted God and let God move the pieces. Gideon, some of you know the story of Gideon. He was from the lowest tribe. He was a nobody. He was the weakest of the lowest tribe. He was hiding in a press trying to make food for his family because he was afraid this other band of people were going to come and steal his food. He was cowering. He was weak. And God says, listen, I'm going to have you destroy them. He's like, oh, me? He's like a sixth grader winning a battle. I don't know, like winning the varsity football game. Like, that's the level of Gideon versus this army that he was going to face. And God kept making his army smaller. He's like, well, I've got a bunch of volunteers. And he's like, no, you need to make it less. No, you need to make less. He won a battle, a huge battle against the people that were oppressing him with 300 dudes. Yes, it was dudes at that time. But he won it with 300. And so he trusted God with his life. I mean, really think about it. You're going against the army that was oppressing their entire way of life, and he was going to defeat them with 300 guys. That takes a lot of trust in God. That takes a huge amount of trust in God. Rahab and the prostitute. Rahab